Hello everybody and welcome to Real and Virtual Outdoors on this good Thursday. I'm going to take a second, make sure I got audio. It should come on the TV in just a second. I've got the TV above my head going. Hello everybody. Oh, we have audio. I always have to check that. Alright. Good to see you. It's been a while. Let's call a few folks out, and then I'll do a little bit of talking. Mr. Moo Moo is back. Good to see you too, my friend. There's Chris Everett. Martin from the UK. Hello, Martin. Good to see you, buddy. Moon over Miami. Appreciate you, brother. Buck Williams. The Cowboys won. I know you was disappointed to see that. I didn't wait long to post the score for you after the game was over with. I think it was like 20 seconds after we won the ball game. I wanted to make sure you knew. There's my friend Ernie Brown. Good to see you, Ernie. Susquehanna stand. No animals is harmed in the making of this video presentation. That is correct. That is the beauty of virtual hunting. Let's go down here. Shirley T, good to see you, my friend. Yozer, what's up? Good to see you. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Did I win any money on the boat? Well, the first night I lost $60. Second night I won $250. So that paid for my gambling on the slots for the next night or two, and ended up winning a total of 3 pennies. But I didn't lose anything. So, if you go to the slots machines and you're trying to win all the time, you're going to be sort of disappointed, I'm afraid. The experience is what it's about. But I did have a good time. I did enjoy the cruise. First day, Shirley, that I was on the cruise, I had a little bit of the ride down there was, a long drive, somewhere along 6 hours time we got there. I was a little bit sore time I got there. Cramped up riding in the car. Sunday, I had hurting a little bit, but nothing a couple of shots of Jack Daniels and Coke couldn't take care of. So, Monday I felt a lot better and had a pretty good trip. 5 days was the cruise, a little bit long. I went on a 4-day last time, went on a 5-day this time. 5 days is a little bit long for me, but in any event, it was a good trip all the way around. So, food was fair. Drinks were good. They had pretty good hamburger on that boat. Guys Burgers. One of the little pop-up restaurants is pretty good. I really liked it. Was as good this year as it was last. Oh, Cindy, good to see you. Alright. Well, we got some new toys to play with. Before I get into that, I got back Saturday, and I didn't do a live on Tuesday. I had a puppy pass away, so I had to deal with that situation, and I had to unfortunately break the news to my wife when she got home on Monday that the doggy passed. So I took her to the vet and had arrangements to have her cremated and everything. I just really was tired and just decided I wasn't going to do a stream on Tuesday. I just wait till Thursday. So, but everything's sort of getting back to normal now, which is always good. We have some new toys to play with today. Call of the Wild has put out a new DLC that I purchased. It's $4.99 at the Steam store. And we're going to look at that really quick. This is a highlighted in yellow up there. This is a 44 Magnum 1894 lever action, a remake of an 1894 lever action rifle. And we have a new highlighted in yellow now. We have a new electronic collar. Let's look at the gun. I got the gun with the Hyperion scope on it, which is very high powered scope. It has ghost ring sights on it, like most of your lever action rifles do. I've shot this gun maybe 10 times. I did shoot it a couple times. It's about a 100-yard gun. You can tune it up to probably about 125, but I don't think it's realistically 150 starts getting some drop. It's just a 44 Magnum. Shoots the same pistol, same cartridge as the 44 Magnum handgun. Yes, got a new bow, and I'm gonna do a live on that soon. I have not shot the new bow. It is a recurve bow. The good thing about this recurve bow, you can mount the in-game sights. There's several sight options for that. Both sights in the game, and they all fit on the new recurve. So we're gonna show that one of these days. So my goal today is to hop around, shoot some deer, and maybe we can get one close enough where I can do a little open sight shooting. The time for the hunt is 8 a.m. here. For whitetail, they water here. Electronic collars over here. I will show y'all that as we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm reading Ernie's. I'm going to change the time here. I'm going to pick up this tent, and then we're going to go get in the stand. And we're just going to let everything settle down a little bit. I'm going to set the time till an hour ahead of the scheduled watering time. Make sure I don't spook anything. Stand is right here. We're going to get right here in the stand. I'm going to turn my volume up a little more I can hear. I have placed this call in a specific spot. 85 yards is what I placed it at. And the reason I did that is because I want y'all to be able to hear it. You could see it right there. So it's right there on the ground. We're going to let things settle for just a minute while we visit, and then I'm going to start calling. This has a control with it. I haven't shot a deer with this gun, nor have I called an animal with this call. I got the call out, and when I had the rifle over at the gun range and shot the gun, and then I tinkered with the call so I know how to work it. What if like a complete idiot while I was trying to do this live. Don R, good to see you, Don. And we're just gonna let things settle down just a little bit, a few minutes, and then we'll start maybe doing some calling. That sun will pop out in a minute, and we'll be able to see a little bit better, and then we will be able to see the call a little bit better. It's going to be interesting to see how this call plays out and works. This could be a big game changer for this game. And the difference is when you're calling with a mouth call, the animals actually come to you. So in game, if you're calling and a couple of does pop out, a lot of times there'll be several deer, and the does will start coming in a lot faster than the bucks. And if you let the does get too close before you shoot the buck, then you're going to spook the buck. With this type of call, I think what's going to happen is the deer are going to go to the call instead of coming to the stand, which should make things a little bit more easier. We're going to see how this works. I'm fixing to turn the call on in just a second. You can see that call a lot better now. It's just a basic electronic call. All right, let's turn this joker on and see what happens. There's the remote. You push the LT button, draw it up. This is all I think it's pretty much a call for everything that has a call in the game. Some of the animals do not have a call. Of course, we're going to choose the whitetail, and I'm going to start out with the grunt. All right, after we grunt a little bit, we may run the snort a few minutes, simulating bucks fighting. So we'll see if we can get going here. You should be able to hear this at distance. Good thing about this, it stays on until I stop it. We'll let it run a few seconds, and then we'll back it up with a couple of snorts. Damn. Oh my God. Now we're going to let that set a minute and see what happens. Now I would be my guess probably not to run this thing on constant. So I'm gonna start out slowly and just call slowly and see what happens. And not let it run too much. And we're just gonna wait. Appreciate the condolences on the puppy. The puppy was 14 years old, and she had some breast cancer issues. I had some tumors removed. Some more cropped up. We had those removed. And we had another round of tumors pop up. And we were supposed to have all the mammary glands removed, which was going to pretty much eliminate any more breast cancer, according to the vet. And then I was sitting here watching ball game and playing the fishing game, which I do a lot at night, and I heard her cough. Now, I have been around dogs all my life. I had dogs all my life, and used to train dogs, and it sounded when she coughed like a human. A little while later, she done it again. I told my wife, I said, I think something's wrong with the dog. We're going to have to go to the vet tomorrow, maybe. And we did take her in, and vet did her thing and said she's got congestive heart failure. So they put her on some medication and tried to get the fluid off of her. That's why she's coughing. And the medicine just didn't work. Simple as that. It was not been able to keep, the Lasix was not being able to keep up, so. She passed away rather peacefully, but it kind of stinks that, it happened while I was gone. You just never know with life what's going to happen. As you see, I'm glancing still, and that call's still going, so that's good. This ought to be good for coyotes, I would think. You just never know with those type of things, really. We could have canceled the trip and not went, and then she would have been fine. You just never know what the right thing to do is. So, but here comes the deer. I've been sort of prepared for that eventuality that we were going to lose her with the cancer situation. We got a deer coming in over to the right. I just seen him. Let's see. We can get yeah, there they are. Now they're headed to the watering zone, and several deer right here. So I'm going to turn this call back on and see what happens and see how they respond. Lisa! Let's see if they respond. Let's get the binoculars on them, see what happens here. How they respond. Well, I think we got our answer. They be moving towards the caller, and the call's over here. That's a young buck there. He's a level 1. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be interesting, folks. They're definitely interested in it. She's moving, showing up. I don't see any big bucks, though. There's a buck. Bunch of small bucks. I'm going to pop him. I don't think there's a bigger buck right now, so we're just going to get what we can get. That's about 85 yards, 80 yards. We're going to see what we can do with this 44 Magnum rifle here. I hadn't killed a deer with this gun, so it's going to be interesting to see what it'll do. Well, I think we got the answer. I'm not going to abandon the spot just yet. I'm going to let it cool off a second while we go get this deer. Appreciate that, Lisa. Yeah, I was glad. I enjoyed the trip, folks, but I sure was glad to be home. Lord have mercy. Let's go pick up the body. Now, I'm going to tell you, that rifle put that joker down. I'm going to tell you something. This may fastly become, Delgato Gamer, good to see you. This may fastly become my new favorite rifle. I like the way that joker went. I mean, I pancaked him. Oh. Perfect lung shot. And I did get both lungs. Almost went all the way through. That's good. I like it. Alright, let's get back up here and let it settle down, because I think we can call another bunch in. And then we're going to pick up the call, and we can move to a different blind and do this all over again. You just never know what's going to come out. I mean, this is how I killed the diamond on live, just stand hopping. I'm going to adjust in my seat. I'll be right back. Let that cool off a minute. Let me tell you, that was the 44 Magnum flat nose bullets that I used there. I highly recommend those over the hollow points. If you Call of the Wild players want to know, I think the flat nose does a lot better job. And we're gonna let that settle a minute, and then we're gonna see if we can call another one in. The new gun seems to be pretty good. I'm kind of impressed with that. 44 Magnum is typically a hard hitter, so. Let's talk about some future things coming up on the channel while we wait. We're going to do the virtual bass tournament. Stan and I need to call Stan and set a date on that. He's ready to go. I'm ready to go. I made the thumbnail for it. And we're going to do a virtual bass tournament on the new fishing game. It's going to be a 5-fish bag limit. Heaviest weight out of 5 fish will win the tournament. It will be a 2-hour tournament. If there is a tie at the end of regulation, whoever caught the biggest bass out of the 5-fish limit will be the winner. That's what I've got on paper for that tournament. Bass will count. We will be fishing in Bear Lake only, in the main reservoir, and it will be largemouth bass and smallmouth bass will be the only thing caught, and it will be lure fishing only. Same rules apply that apply on most of the fishing tournaments that you see, the live fishing tournaments. Really? On YouTube, we're going to do it. Oh, there's a moose. We're going to do it on StreamYard so that y'all can see both my screen and Stan's screen. And the fish must be caught on live and verified by a host. He said I better not load them fish with lead. No, I wouldn't. You got to use concrete pellets, balls, Stan. That way they can't pass the metal detector over. And we're gonna, it has to be verified by the host, the weight, and we're gonna have somebody to read chat. I'll get J-Dog or Buck Williams or somebody to do that. I want to be able to concentrate on giving Stan a good beating. But he's been practicing, so I expect it to be a good showing for both of us, so we will see. So that's going to be coming up. I need to talk to Stan about that, and we'll set a date on that. I think I'm going to do that. Like to do that on a Saturday night, if Stan's available. That way, people's off of work and they can watch. I know sometimes people don't get to watch my lives. They watch on replay a lot because it's the middle of the day and folks are trying to work. So we're gonna talk that over and see what we can get worked out on that. But you'll be able to see both screens on the StreamYard, much like you do when we do lives on fishing. There'll be a screen for each angler. The death race that everybody's been talking about, that's probably a little further out. I'm going to try to get Mr. Steve Adams to join us. I talked to him last night, and he's got some things going on until after the second week in November. And I'm going to, right now, and I'm going to try to get coordinated with everybody to get everything set up. So right now, as it stands, we have Hog Leg, Susquehanna Stan, myself, and Ernie Brown. I think Ernie's going to join us. And maybe Mr. Steve Adams. So we'll have a crew of truckers. I'm still trying to work out to iron out the fine points of that. What I'm thinking about, and I'm open for suggestions. Lots of time people have good suggestions. Now, Steve Adams came up with a suggestion last night that I think's good. I think his suggestion was for us to turn off the name tags above our trucks so that the other competitors really don't know who's who other than by the color of their truck. I think that's a good suggestion, and we probably will implement that. You might end up wrecking the wrong person. As far as the race goes, I think we're gonna we're probably gonna race from one location to the next. Another suggestion that Steve Adams had was pick your own route. So, because it is a race to get there the fastest, that's an interesting thought. And we're going to probably do the race where we straight up race, and the last 50 miles of the race, we're going to take the gloves off and let everybody get down and dirty and do what they're going to do to try to win it. One rule that I'm going to put in is, I think, of course this will all have to be discussed with the competitors. I think a rule that needs to be put in, and I'm discussing this with everybody so that I can get suggestions. We got a deer back here. How's a buck? Let's give him a snort. Would be if you wreck, you're out. If you have to tow your truck to the tow lot, you're out. So if you drive like an idiot and you wreck yourself, you just knocked yourself out of the race. Aaron said still broke. Learn to spell. He's always talking about my game. I'm broke too, but I still work 75% of the time. Leave my doggone hunting game alone. But I am open for suggestions on that. A lot of people have a lot of good ideas for things. Please feel free to share them. You all know how to get a hold of me. And if you don't know how to get a hold of me, you just can ask somebody in chat, and I guarantee you they can point you in the right direction. I'm open for suggestions on that. I'm gonna ask Buck and J-Dog to host the bass tournament, and we'll have a couple of open spots for somebody to come up if they want to come up and visit. We'll let Buck Williams and J-Dog handle all that. It will be anything goes the last 50 miles. Look at here. What do we got coming in here? Does. What is that? Oh. 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 He's bigger. Let's just let this run a minute. See, I don't know what's going to happen here, folks. But I'm just going to let it go a minute. Small buck. Doe. She's right there close to that call. That call's right there and she's right there. She's looking. Now, is she nervous? Nope. She's calm, cool and collected. What is this? That's that big boy right there. See, he is way too far. I can't shoot that deer with this rifle. Look, what's this? That's a pretty nice looking deer. Let's bust him. Let's try this on open sights. Aaron's going to make fun of me here if I miss. I know that's coming. I didn't miss. But I don't think I got a great hit either. He's still going. That shot was low, I think, folks. I think she was a little bit low. I only shot this gun a handful of times. Not really tuned in with open sights yet. Let me shut this off. Because we're going to move after I go pick up my call. I'm going to go pick up this call and then I'm going to go over here and see if I can find a blood spot. I think that shot was low. I'm almost sure of it. You can leave this call in this spot and it will stay here. But you only get, yeah, that shot was low. That shot was not good. Not good at all. I was shooting a little bit high with it, so I aimed a little lower that time. I think I might have messed that up. Yeah, he's not bleeding out very fast. We're gonna try. Oh. Ronald shot. All right, let me mark this. And we're going to make an attempt to pick up that deer. We're going to go get this one because I know where he's at. I didn't shoot the doe, you joker. I shot the buck. I got glasses on. Can't you see that? Go fix Lisa something to eat and be quiet. Oh, my God. That's good. That's a good shot. Aaron the heckler. Aaron's that one guy at the football game you hate to sit next to. He's going to heckle everything. The game's broke. You can't shoot. Get some glasses. Oh my God. Not everyone can be a marksman like Aaron. Yeah, Aaron's a little full of himself. I've seen him miss before. He a little full of himself. There's another deer up here. I don't want to shoot any more deer out of this spot. I don't want to blow this watering zone out. So we're going to track this deer, and then we're going to go to a different spot. I've got several stands set up. On this map. To be the man, you got to beat the man. He said high school glory days. Yeah. The good old armchair quarterback. Now I'm going to tell y'all this was not a good shot. Now I'm going to tell you before I get up here. But this gun bailed me out probably because he's bleeding out. But I think I hit the sucker in the leg if you really want the truth about it. Big bullet bailed me out. But we are on the trail. A little bit tricky on that rifle yet. I hadn't shot it enough. There he is. Now he says this is a doe. Now, Aaron, I think you one need to get some glasses. If you can find something to fit that old big head. That has horns on it. Now, unless them does started growing racks, I shot the correct deer. All right. Let's see where I shot this joker. I tell you, that shot was low. Where'd I shoot him at? Yeah. Just a bit forward. It wasn't really low, I just was forward. But I got him. Not much of a deer, but alright, let's go find another spot here. Let's go jumping around a little bit. We'll go over here for a while. I'm gonna hit these two spots here. There's a tent back here. I got a tree stand right here. We're gonna go hit this tree stand. This is the right tree stand I'm thinking of. I think I can probably get open, maybe get another open sight shot, try to redeem myself. Yeah, it's a little far forward. But thank you. But thank you. I only took it to the range, shot it a handful of times yesterday after I bought the DLC. I need a little range time with it. I like the gun though. It's a sweet looking joker. So this spot here is a good spot. And I've killed several deer out of this spot. We're going to change the time to 7:30 a.m. and crawled up in this stand. Actually, I'm going to set it back to 7:10. Give me just a little bit extra time. I don't want to spook anything out. That big bullet bailed me out, that last deer. It really did. Alright. Oh, you know what I need to do? You idiot. You didn't put out the call. We're just going to put it right here. This thing I think's got a 150 meter deal on it. Distance. Well, we'll let it cool off a minute. Probably put that too close, but we'll see. A lot of times the deer will come out right there in front of me, or they'll come out over here and walk this way. So I'm looking forward to shooting a recurve bow. There's old Brian be catfishing. Good to see you, Brian. Let it settle a minute and I'll start calling. I want to look over here and see if those deer will water over here too. In fact, I had to sneak up on some not too long ago that was over here, so we will see. Speaking of Brian B, y'all remember that the bait shop is on tonight. And then Team Snag and Whiskers is on tonight after the bait shop. And it's football night. He said poop slinger. Oh my gosh. That call sort of resembles a fart more than it does a grunt. He said, by the way, he's talking about me being last in fantasy football. Yeah, I know I'm last. What's new? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. It's been a tough year for my fantasy team. I've got to go in there today and probably make some lineup changes. I got a few players on bye that I've already put on the bench, but may have some injured players too. So I got to go see who's not going to be able to play and who is. I think I've got NJ this week. I think he's probably going to cream me. We are getting a new map for the fishing game. There's something up on the hill up there. They are going to be putting out a new map for Spain. Lot of fish in Spain. I think we're getting 11 new species. A couple of carp, barbel, mullets, they're supposed to be adding bottom fishing to the new fishing game. It will not be with this update, but it is on the horizon, which I think will be great because right now you can only lure fish or float fish. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wife's got a meeting. She's telling me not to talk too loud. She's always telling me not to talk too loud. So the bottom fishing is on the horizon. You lost to Brian B by 5 points. Well, if Philadelphia loses, Brian B's if it has a bad game, Brian B gonna lose. Because Brian B got a lot of Philadelphia players. He's a ride or die type dude. He gonna ride them Eagles. Fishing, I hate that little old heart on YouTube. That thing is on OBS, and that gets on my doggone nerves. They need to move that thing. That is useless. Can't read the messages when they come out. I don't even know what that thing is for, really, to tell you the truth. But I hate it. I've been on there playing Fishing Planet. I'm trying to level up on that. Fishing right now, haven't had a bite. You at the lake? Traveling between job sites. There's my friend Danny Stone. Good to see you, buddy. I missed a lot of the stuff that went on YouTube while I was on the boat. Don't have really access to the internet. I watched John Parker and Warren Farley's deal. That was a lot of fun. I got to go back and rewatch Brian B's tournament. You got one player that's out and you can't get rid of. Yeah, I got one player I can't get rid of either, but I don't really understand that, but you about to go to the dentist? Well, better you than me, son. I ain't going to no dentist unless I got to get it pulled. I don't like a dentist. I don't be nowhere around that joker. I'll put the thumbnails out for share out shows for tonight on the Real and Virtual Outdoors group page today. Look, what's that way up there? There's something way up there. That's a big old bear. Hello, bear. It's a 3 very easy up there. That's a big boy. We won't be shooting at him at 693 yards. Not with this gun. I think you have 1 or 2 players that's locked in on the roster. For some reason, I have one that you cannot release. I don't know what the rule is on that. How many yards is that? That is 439. There ain't no way in the world I can get this with this guy. This gun will take that bear, but he's too far. My wife, she come back from her trip. She's got a cold. It's a doggone shame when you can't go anywhere anymore without getting sick. I think it's I don't know if it's something you have set, Brian, or I think it's something they're doing with the fantasy football. I read something about it, but I can't remember now what I read. It may not be your setting. It may be something they're doing for the website. But that would be great. I am not a fantasy football guru like some of these other guys. This is only the second time that I played it. I enjoy it though. I enjoy it. It's a thinking man's game. It's a lot of fun. You never know what your player is going to do from week to week. My problem has been having the wrong players on the field at the time. I had a lot of points on the bench this year. No. No money. Just for fun. Oh, man, I don't know. There may be some side betting going on that ain't nobody asked side bet me on anything. I sure enjoy playing them slots. Good Lord, I enjoyed that. What time is it? It's just now 8:07. Them slots were lots of fun. I enjoyed that. Okay, good deal. Be my luck, I'll drop the wrong player and he'll end up having a 50-point day. So for you Oklahoma fishermen that may be watching, I'm watching the live stream from the crappie house. The crappie are starting to bite on Lake Eufaula. Since I don't get to fish much anymore, that may be the only fishing tip you get today. Can't bet in Arkansas, really. We're gonna sit in this spot for another 30 minutes, game time. It won't be 30 minutes live time, but something don't pop out of here pretty quick. We're fixing to make a move. Oh. This call is supposed to call ducks and everything. So this call will probably replace a lot of the hand calls for me. We'll see how that plays out. I'm really hoping that they do get the bottom fishing in the game soon. I really like the feature that we can all get on there and fish together and get in the boat or fish on the bank or whatever. And I think if they give us the bottom fishing and get us some rod stands, we could just line up on the bank and go at it. They are not putting in Wales catfish. That's the only disappointing thing about the news about the stream for the angler, and the reason is because I guess they're having an issue about the size of the file to be downloaded for the update. So the Wales catfish will not be in this update. That will probably come later, but I hope they add that. Wales catfish is a very popular fish in that region of the world. So currently we have two catfish species, the bullhead and the channel. But say people make that game that make this one. So I'm assuming that probably in the near future we're going to get the Wales catfish And I would almost assure you that we'll probably end up getting flatheads and blues. Good night, Irene. $4,000 on FanDuel. Oh, look. Look. Way down there. They're way down there. Golly. Alright, I'm going to let them settle for just a second. They're drinking down there. And I'm going to let them settle at the bank edge, and then I'm going to try to stalk one. I'm going to try to ease up on them down there and see if we can't get a shot. Let me see if I can pick out a buck. That's a doe. That's a doe. What are you in the back? Are you a doe? Oh, maybe right there, maybe the buck. Yep, there he is. Alright. We're gonna stalk over down there. I hate to sit too long without no action. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna ease over here and go pick up my call, because once we shoot, we're gonna move. And then we're gonna try to stalk a deer here. Alright, let me put some cover scent on. Alright. Get my binoculars out. Let's ease on down here and see what we can do. If I can get into range. I need to get to 100 yards. Maybe 120 at max. We're going to try to use the cover best we can. I want him right there. I'm gonna spot this deer. Well, there's another one back there too. What are you? He's another level 2. Level 2. Alright, I'm gonna spot this deer. I'm gonna put a marker down where I know how close I am to where I need to be. That's off. Alright. Oh, they're coming this way. This may work out. $228. Alright, I'm gonna try to use this cover here to hide myself. Ride Virginia and place a bet and ride back. That's dedication. Which is the dumbest thing I ever heard of. It's that a grown man cannot place a bet on a football game, but they'll let him buy pot. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. It's got to have something to do with the fact that they ain't figured out a good way to tax it yet. Well, we went down to Mexico, and I'm fixing to tell you, we made 2 stops, Costa Maya and Cozumel. And I'm fixing to tell y'all something. The first stop that we made was extremely hot. It really was. I'm about 150 yards out from that deer. I'm about 129 from this one. They're about the same size, so I'm gonna ease up here and see. I'm gonna lay down and see if I can crawl up on them. Coast Dubai was hot. It was 90 something degrees. I think 95 degrees, but the humidity was like 85%. And I was like a pig on a stick down there. I went down there and, piddled around the shops and things off the boat for a while. But I'm just gonna be the first one to tell you, fat people do not do good in the heat. I had to go back to air conditioning. I told my brother, he said, "You hot?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm roasting down here." I said, "Hell with this. Let's go back to the boat." I went back to the casino and got me a margarita. I ain't sitting out there in that heat. We're about 119. I'm going to get to 100 yards and then I'm going to try to see if I can see these deer. And we're coming up on 110 at this time. There's actually another stand down here. I'm in the wrong doggone stand. I've got two stands up down here. $103, $101. Got me crawling in the water. I'm gonna get right here in this little cattail. I'm gonna take me a peek. Now let's see if I didn't spook him. Ooh, look, he's right there. 69 yards. I'm gonna try to swing out just a little bit out of this brush. Pick your head up, son. Graveyard dead. Act 44 is a beast. I flattened him. That worked out beautifully. Good morning. Love it. Love it. That must have been a hard shot. Nope. Just the lung. A little bit of the neck. Take it every time. All right, let's go. Let's go looking here for the next victim. Uh-oh. Hey, man. You joker. I don't know what happened there. I scared him off. He flogged me. What an idiot. I was too doggone close to him. I couldn't shoot him. No, he jumped on my head. I hate them birds. think I see something down here. What is that? Now I'm seeing things. All right, let's go. Let's go find another spot to hunt. Doggone. This is a good spot right here. That was a doggone capercaillie. What that was. That thing's mean. That thing jumped on my head. Some rude animals in this game. All right, I'm gonna run down here, folks. To this spot here. A little bit of a jog, but we're gonna. I think I got the call, don't I? Yeah, I got it. I picked it up. Thank you, though. I picked it up first. Kelly jumped on my head. Yeah, he kind of looked like one of them birds. No, I got it. I picked it up. I got it. I picked it up before I started hunting the deer. Appreciate it, Buck. We're going to run down here to the next location. I've got a ground blind down here. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here and put the call down. Actually, I'm gonna put it right up here this time. Right here at the edge of the water. Right there by that. I've got a ground blind here because there was really not a tree suitable to put a tree stand up. It's always in a bad spot. Every tree I tried to put it on, I couldn't see where I wanted to see. Give me just a minute and I'm going to change the time. And we're going to get back in the stand. I got to push up a little bit. I tell y'all, it's hell to be a handicap. It really is. Set in one spot too long, I hurt. I appreciate you coming in, Danny. It's good to see you, buddy. All right, let me make sure I got the right time here. 8 to noon. All these is pretty much 8 to noon on this white-tailed deer. We're gonna, of course, it's raining. Excuse me, thank you. Yeah, it's rough. I put that doggone thing behind a tree, didn't I? Ah, it's not too bad. It'll work. Whew. Yeah, I got to move every once in a while. It hurt. Monday when I got on that boat, ooh, I was hurt. I wanted to go out there. I got out on that deck, riding on that boat. Every time I got on that deck, I wanted to go to sleep. My brother told me when I was on that cruise ship, I laying out there on that deck, had the wheelchair laid back. He said I looked like an old sunbathing hog. He kind of cold-blooded, ain't he? A sunbathing hog. That's all right. I got him. I later on told him he had a Mitch McConnell neck. He getting old turkey neck. We give each other a hard time. Comfortable out there on that ocean, that cool breeze, riding on that boat, sipping on that margarita. A nice trip. Glad I went. Glad to be home, but glad I went. I gotta tell you, I don't know if many of y'all cruise. Be quiet, Stan. I don't know if many of y'all cruise, but the drinks have gone up on the cruise ships. They have really went up. I think I was paying $14 for a margarita on the rocks. Alcohol has really went up. I might have to get the drink package next time. I don't think we're going to go on a cruise next year. I think we and him decided we're going to go to Choctaw in Durant, Oklahoma, to casino. I like slot machines. Shocking, right? An old video game guy likes slot machines. But I really enjoyed the slot machines. Choctaw's got some nice casino. They got movie house, and some shows and good places to eat. Now that's my kind of fun. Air conditioning, food, and a little bit of gambling. Am I coming to CatCon? Probably not this year. I talked to my brother about going. He needs to go when I go to help my wife with the driving. I'm gonna try to maybe go next time. It's a 12-hour drive to Louisville. That is a long way for me. I'd have to really make it in 2 trips. I'd really have to go 6 hours, and then we'd have to stop and get back in for 6 hours. There's no way I could ride the car 12 hours. And flying with my situation, sitting in the airplane seat is a problem for me. and I'm too fat. But I would like to go. Simply to just, you know, see everybody. And meet up with everybody. Rent an RV to drive up. Well, the problem with that is, I thought about that, but most RVs can't get the wheelchair in them. They got narrow doors. You know, you just used to be able to rent a bigger van to go, you know, take a trip in. I don't even know if they rent those big vans anymore. A lot of those bigger vans used to have a pull-down couch now. If I could get somewhere I could lay down for a little while and stretch out, I'd be in good shape. But they have them now with ramps for four-wheelers. Yeah, it might work. I'll have to look into that. He sure would have to go on that. My wife don't like to drive on the interstate anymore. See, Oklahoma is only about 2 hours from my house. The Oklahoma border, so it's close. All right, let's turn this call on. See if we can get some activity going here. Oh, don't jump up and down, Troy. Hit the wrong button. Big Slim, what's going on, buddy? Excursion van. Yeah. I need to get something where I can try to stretch out a little bit. Crap weather, yeah. The weather is also an issue, you know, on a long road trip. I got to tell you, I'm kind of impressed with this call. I think this might be a good deal. Ain't no telling what these folks gonna come up with to make $5 a sale. You know, I wonder how much they have to really, how much time and effort it takes to implement an electronic call into a video game. Like this. He said, pick me up and roll me in the bed of a truck. I believe I'll graciously pass on that. If you, First of all, that's what you'd be doing, is rolling me in. Fishing Planet has got some big catfish on it. And I'm trying to get leveled up where I can do catfishing live for y'all. Ratchet, strap you down. I'll pass, thank you. I think that's probably not a good idea. I got some big catfish and Fishing Planet. I've been trying to get leveled up where I can do a live for y'all. In fact, I'll probably play that tonight while I watch the bait shop. Watch those jokers on the bait shop. I think Miss Jody's having a birthday celebration live this week. I believe that's what I saw a thumbnail for. She'll be 25 this year. She will be having a birthday fishing celebration for her 25th birthday. Jody, I take cashier checks, PayPal, and Cash App. That ought to be a lot of fun. It's always fun to watch Jody and the crew. The panel and the chat make the show. It's always a good time. I have talked about some things coming up on for the channel. I have an interview on the 25th with a server, a live server, to try to get on a live server called SLRP. For the police roleplay game, I have applied for that. They do an interview, decide whether they're gonna let you join the server or not. The 27th. Thank you, Martin. And I have to do 30 days of civilian work, which means I'll be a civilian character or a working dispatch, and then I can apply for a police department job when there's an opening. So when we get part of SLRP, we'll probably start doing some lives on that, and that will be at night. That I'll be doing those lives. It will not affect Tuesdays and Thursdays of what we do here, but there will probably be a night live on that, and I'll have to see what the rules are. Now, I know other people do lives on it. It's not going to be a problem doing the lives, but what the rules are and what I'm allowed to do. So, Thank you, Buck. Speaking of Buck, Buck has graciously made the thumbnail. It's doggone foggy. I can't see nothing. For the death race. He did a great job. Buck's been making some nice pictures and things. He's got some sort of program that he's using. And it really turns out some interesting stuff. He made a thumbnail for the death race, which we're going to be using. He sent me two. I picked one out. It really looks great. Buck, we may have to add a few names to that, buddy. If Mr. Adams gets in it, may have to get with you on that. But I sure like what you put together. It's really nice. Let's see, me and Hogleg and Stan, that's 3. Ernie, that's 4. And if Steve gets in, that'll be 5. Good Lord, 5 trucks. But you know that's going to be a hootin' mess. I know Stan gonna be jumping up and down like a fat kid in the candy store of that death race. He gonna be a mess to handle. He gonna be. Oh my gosh. Whew. Buck's been sharing some of his stuff out on Facebook that he's been doing with this AI program deal. Got some pretty interesting stuff. But anyway, if I get on SLRP, which is not a given, then I'll be accepted. But if I do get on, there will be some night lives through that. My goal is to get a police officer's position on there. Now, SLRP is not the only server out there, but some of the guys that I've got to know, like Jay, are on there. So I'm kind of really wanting to join that one. Nephews in the hospital today need prayers, please. Everybody pray for Buck Williams' nephew, please, for a speedy recovery. Yeah, it ought to be an interesting race. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Steve Adams come up with another idea about doing a convoy where we turned off the safe modes, turned on the police, the tickets, all the laws and things that you're supposed to follow that most of us have turned off, and do a convoy, a professional convoy, and see who makes the most money at the end based upon who avoided the most fines or wrecks or whatever. That was also an interesting idea. Not a death race, but just a straight up convoy and see who could make the most money out of the load. I think that was a good idea. Hogleg and Steve, they like to complete the job. They like to take it real serious. I do too. I still wreck. So I think the convoys are going to start back up here before too long talked to Steve about it last night, and he's ready to start convoying. The weather's going to get poor again, guys. Going to be a lot of inside activities, and so be looking for the convoys. I have got a surprise for y'all on Thursday. We're gonna do something totally different, and I promise you it's gonna be interesting to you. On Thursday, I have gonna fulfill a request that has been going around on this channel for a while, and I'm gonna give it a try, and we're gonna have a little fun with it while we're doing it. I got a little surprise, so be looking for next Thursday's thumbnail. I think you'll enjoy it. It might get kind of ugly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Something I've been working on. So. I'm going to try to do a Saturday night patrol here one Saturday night. Come on, dear. Do something. What time is it? It is 8:46. We should have seen something. What the devil's going on here? We should have seen something. Ain't a soul around. Yeah, we're gonna do a little something new. I need to get some characters made for the wrestling game. I know everybody enjoys that. We're gonna get back on that Tuesday. We're gonna play American Truck Simulator. Getting back on trucking Tuesday after being off the trip. Thursday is gonna be something different. Well, I don't believe in beating a dead horse to death, so we're gonna move this show. A lot of geese. Let's go get this call and get out of here. Looks like a good spot, but ain't much going on in it. Let me strategize a minute. Okay, so them deer are not here. Where are they gonna be? My guess is they may be up here, so I'm gonna fast travel to this tent. We're gonna take a glance. up here at this watering hole and see if they're here. Let me just take a quick look before I get bail out of here and go to running. Yeah, there they are right there. There's one. I'm gonna ease up down here and see what's here. I got some new games coming out too, folks. I just been waiting on them to come out. They hadn't come out yet. Some of it's in early release, but we're gonna have another driving game coming out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, for those of you that like to see the wrecks, that game's gonna be a lot of fun for you. And y'all know how good I am at wrecking a car. I'm like a champion at it. If it's got wheels on it, I can wreck it. What in the devil is going on? No big deer today. That's why they called it hunting and not killing. Alright. Moving right along to the next spot. Let's go up here and set this tripod stand a while. I'm gonna have to run over here. I don't have them lined up here. We're gonna just walk up here slowly and see if we get one more shot. It's going to be a watering zone up here about 300 yards. I think we know where the deer is at, don't we? Good. Night, Irene. Look at it. There's the whole herd over there. Alright. Well, we found them. Now we got to get to them. That's going to be the trick. Deer change directions. They do that, don't they? They will change the direction on you, sure enough. You better watch out for that bear. It's out there messing around your stand. Matt sent me some cool pictures the other day. You got a black bear hanging around his area out there. I've heard that black bear meat tastes pretty good. Now, I've never tried a bear, but of course, some people say possum tastes good, but I ain't fixing to try no possum. What is this? That is a buck. That's a big buck there. Nice level 2. Not a diamond, but a nice buck. Alright. I don't know if them deer are going to stay there long enough for me to get over there, but I'm going to try to get within range. I've heard they're good. I've never tried it. Ernie says bear are great. Yeah. I like to watch stuff like Alaskan shows where they hunt bear, and I've heard several people say that black bear are good. I've never tried one. That is a nice looking rack right there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to him because of the way this setup is. I'm going to try to walk around here and see how close I can get. In fact, I think I'm going to crawl around here. Buck said I posted a request and a pic for my nephew on his catfish 22. I think it's his 22. It may be 2.2. I can't. My eyes are bad. Channel Cat. If y'all want to go look, yes, indeed. Put that on Facebook. I'll go look at it when I get done here. I sure will, and I'll put a little post on it. Fishing Buddy. How old is your nephew? If you don't mind telling it. Best wishes for a speedy recovery. We're getting close. Let me check and see how far we're out now. They're just right here. Ooh. We need 80 yards. I'm going to mark that deer on the map where I can find him easier. I need to close to 88 yards, folks. We're sure going to try to get over there. 46. Hopefully he gets to feeling better. I really do. There's a lot of people right now that's got a lot of stuff, a lot of respiratory. Not saying that's what it is, but a lot of respiratory stuff going around. My wife's got a little croup right now herself. A lot of people not feeling well. I've been watching YouTube. I hadn't been in chat much. I've been watching several videos and things of people got going. Catfish Terry did one of cooking with Michael Myers. It was kind of cute. I really enjoyed that. Chrissy had a video. Chrissy Brown had a video of her family singing at church. I think that was some of her kinfolks. Watch that. I've been watching several videos and things. So, okay. We are now at 150 yards. That is still too far. I got to get a little closer to this 44 packing. So we're going to keep going. Hopefully he'll stay there and Drake long enough for me to get up there. If I stand up right now and try to get there any faster, I'm going to blow it. So it's either going to work or it ain't. And this is the way it's got to be done. I would like to shoot that deer. That deer is probably a gold. Maybe. And he's got a nice rack on him. That may be a deer that I want to remove the herd because he will actually respond as a bigger deer, and that deer may come back as a diamond if he is a gold. We're going to try to ease up here and see if we can't. I'm going to try it at 120 because I don't think I'm going to get much closer than that. So I'm running out of real estate right here, folks, of cover. I'm going to try it at 120. I'm going to have to hold a touch high, I think, at 120. But we're going to try it right here. Let's see what we're at now. And of course, he turned his back on me, you scavenger. I got to stand right there. I'm in the wrong spot. Well, now, what in the devil happened? No, I'm looking at the wrong deer. Right there he is. 109. All right, we're going to certainly take this shot. Okay. Well, 109 exactly on the range. Got him. These didn't spook. Let me see what these deer are going to do. They're alerted. I'd like to shoot him too if I could. I'm going to try this if he turns broadside. I know it's not going to work. But I'm going to do it just for giggles. If he'll turn. If he'll turn, I'm going to try it at 160. This is 200 yards. This is out of this gun's capability, but I'm going to try it. Come on, turn around. I hit him. All right, I hit him. Let's go see if we can. He definitely hit. Let's go pick up this one up here first. That's a lot further shot than I'm going to shoot with this gun, but unless I test its limitations, I'm not going to know exactly what it can do, but I notice I did hold high on that. Let's see what this one rates. This one's a silver. Now, he's a session score of 200. He scored a 185. So he's almost a gold. All right, let's go see if we can find this one up here. I was in the wrong stand. Oh. There's a doe. We might as well pick up a doe while we're at it, if we can. That's probably a miss. I went for a headshot. Oh. Doggone, there's more animals than we don't know what to do with. I want a moose. All right, let me me just a second here and we'll go. I got something in my doggone eye. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's go pick up the buck. See if I can find a blood spot on that buck. Okay, here's a blood spot here. Now that's probably going to be this doe. Maybe. I'm going to mark this. No, it may not be that doe. Let me go look. Take me a minute to iron this out here. That's coming in. So many doggone tracks up here. Let me run around here and look. I bet you that's going to be my buck. We're going to go look a little further around and make sure. Yeah, that's going to be my buck. So. Hit Don. You said Bambi. I got two separate blood spots here. I'll figure out which one's which. Sure, there's a lot of tracks up here. Golly. All right, I'm on one blood spot, so we'll figure out which one this is. Don said Bambi. Don, this already showed us. Don't cry, Don. Oh, we're on the right trail. I still got something in my eye. Alright, let's try this again now. Alright, where's that blood spot at? Says go this way. Made my head bigger. There's a bear up here. Let's not get eat. Said made my head look bigger. I'll tell you what. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, he's coming right at us. That was self-defense there. The bear's eating my deer? Probably is. I done lost the deer track. I'll have to go back. Lord, there's all kinds of stuff going on up here. All right, let me go back down here and get back on trail here. Yeah, that's a grizzly. That was a defense shot there. That was, hey, you're getting too close. Get out of here, you joker. All right, I walked right by the track, of course. Shocking, right? This is what happens when you don't make a good clean shot. You got to kind of dope it out. There's the deer. All right, this is one deer. Which one is this? This is the buck. Now that deer is a 214. So, that deer should have been a gold. And it would have been a gold if I'd have made a good shot. So that is correct. That deer is a gold and will probably come back as a bigger gold or a diamond. But because I didn't make a good shot on that, that was the 228-yard shot. Let me run over here and see if I can find any bear blood, because I did get 2 hits into that bear. But he will probably respawn as a bigger gold or maybe even a diamond. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for this, but we are going to make an effort. I will take a look, see if I can find him. Yeah, it was too. This is the new 44 Magnum rifle. That was a 228-yard shot. It's too far. I knew that one shot it, but I just wanted to see what it would do. I saw this gun is really 125 at best. I'm looking for this bear blood. I don't see the blood. There's a moose. I don't think this gun is grizzly rated either, so I think grizzlies are a 9 level 9 animal. This gun only goes up to 8. So that was more of a, you're getting too close, Jack. Get back. Shot. And I don't see any blood, so. Bear ran to the right of the deer track. We will run back down there to the right and see if I can see him. There's a feeding zone right here. So let's pick that up while we're here. A rabbit. A rascally rabbit. Alright. Yeah. So this is the deer. That we shot. So the bear seemed like to me was right up here. Maybe. In this vicinity. As I was coming up the hill. There's blood. All right, let's follow this for a minute and see where this goes. Because there's a blood trail. Now this very well could be the doe I shot, but we're going to follow it and see. Get out of here, you moose. Still on the trail. Still losing blood. This very well may be the doe that we shot. I don't know that, but I think this is. Finally saw some tracks. So this is going to be the doe. Let's get her. Because it's points. It matters. Now this says she ran back down this way. I'm going to run up here just a ways and see if she's not laying down in this gully. Curtis Cunningham. What's going on, Curtis Cunningham? Good to see you. Oh, there she is. Jonah. Where'd I hit her at? Well, it wasn't too bad of a shot. Just a touch to the left. All right. Let's go see if we can find the bear. We found everything else so far. Now, if I'm looking at this right, that bear was right up here somewhere, I'm thinking. That bear was off to the... That bear was off of one of these hills right here. He was standing uphill. Well, let's go look, see. Backtrack a little bit. These are all deer tracks. So the thing to do is find the bear track and then go there. Alright. So I was coming up this hill here. Deer tracks. Check all these tracks out here. Deer, deer. All deer. Good Lord, there's a bunch of deer out here. Bear track. All right. Now then, let's go see if we can find some blood now that we found the track. There's 2 bears here now. All right, I'm going to mark this. There was 2 bears here. I'm going to mark this spot and start looking now and see what I can come up with. Might as well pick up free bunny while I can. Don't stand there and offer it to me, I'm gonna take it. This 44 does put them down when you make a good shot. Just a doe. All right, let's run back down here and see if we can locate this bear. It had to run this way anyway because there's no track over here, so he had to run off this way. What somebody said in the chat thought he run off to the right, and that is leading off to this direction. Thank you. This new rifle really does put the punch on it, but it's limited on range. As a pistol cartridge round should be. It's a heavy bullet. Okay, there's the bear tracks leading this way. We're going to follow this a minute. If we don't find him, we just don't find him, but I haven't seen any blood. So this may not be the correct bear, but we're going to make a run at it anyway. I don't see anything. That bear is on the run. He is not wounded, so I think we fouled the bear up. Which is not a surprise. What is this? The gun is not really big enough for a bear anyway. I tried to put 2 bullets in him, but I think I'm satisfied that we didn't get him. I'm gonna run a little further, just because there is a purple spot here. But I'm pretty well satisfied that we didn't get him. This spot could be bleed over from the other 3 animals. Oh. Well, there's one bear right there. It was right in front of us. So I'm going to run up here, and then I'm going to run back towards the middle of the purple spot. See if I can pick anything up. Yeah, I hear you. Might as well pick up a few does while I'm doing this. I have no idea if I got the second one. We're gonna go look. Well, this 44 Magnum's a hard-hitting joker. I'm fixing to tote you. Well, you did hit. Let's go see if we can find it. We're on the trail. Them deer are hard to hit when they're running. Especially in this thick brush. She's losing blood though. There's no zone there to blow out, so I wasn't losing anything. He said Terminator killing everything. Yeah. Well. One of them mean birds. Nesting area. This woods up here is full of deer. Good tight. They're everywhere. I heard a wolf. All right. We had a little flurry there at the last, didn't we? I picked up a little cash. I need a little cash. I got stands and stuff I want to put out. Appreciate y'all coming in today. We went over about 30 minutes, but oh well. As Art says, it's my world. I can do what I want to. Appreciate y'all coming in today and hanging in there with me. We killed a few, nothing giant. It's always a treat when I can kill a diamond on the live. Oh, Mark, how are you? It's always a treat when I, that day I killed that diamond on live. That's a rarity. But I'm glad to see you guys. I missed you. Missed talking to you. I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll put some information out on the community tab and the Facebook Real and Virtual group page for you all that don't have. I think I'm getting flogged. I'm getting flogged. Great. Where's that joker? Dude, I'm going to tell you something. I'm sick of these birds. Where are you? Do it again here. Just do it one more time. That joker hit me and run. I just like a coward. Hit me in the mouth and then run. Golly. I hate them birds. I really do. The world's worst. Interrupt my conversations. Let me get out of here. Anyway, I'm glad to see you guys. Don't forget about the bait shop tonight. We'll be back on Thursday or Tuesday. And I'll put some information out about standardized bass tournament and on the Real and Virtual Outdoors group page and the community tab so you guys know when it's going to happen. All right, God bless you. Good to see you. Going to work on McAfee in a few. Okay, you got your virus. That's good. It'll take a while to update everything, Ernie. And Ernie, when you get that done, if you're still there, I need to get with you. So I can show you how to do a convoy on trucking game, so you know what you're doing when we do the death race. All right, guys. God bless you. It's good to see you. I'll see you in chat. Have a good day, and as a great Porky Pig would say, bleep, 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 bleep. As all folks, I need to start pouring some jigs today. Well, jig heads, you mean. I can't help you with that because I don't mess with hot lead. God bless you. We'll see you. See you on Tuesday.